It's changed. Things have changed a bit. I don't think they've changed a huge amount, certainly for me and the sort of work I do. But I know for others, as soon as they start filming, they've already got a website up and running. And I think that's good, but in some films, like the way I shoot, I often work with characters where you're really exploring quite personal things about their lives. You know, you're getting right into the nitty-gritty, and those people tend to. So certainly ones that I've worked with in 2 or 3 films tend to not want the world to know that I'm making a film about them. You know, they don't want to be up on Facebook. They don't want to interact with anybody else except me. You know. Sure, when the film's finished, it's a different story. But people who are maybe a little bit uncomfortable certainly have no prior experience of being filmed. I mean, I created a website pretty much maybe a few weeks before the completion of the film. I had to feed the web designer with information, so that actually really doubled the work I had to do. You know, so I had to not only focus on the online and maybe making even very final changes to the cut, but at the same time having to think about the design of the site and what was important to include, and you know, the navigation of the site and all of that, which for me was something that I hadn't experienced before. But I'll tell you what, I was really glad that I was able to do it, so that when the film was actually launched, the website was around, and a lot of people used it. And the traffic through it was quite high. Certainly it led to a lot of DVD sales, and still does. These days, some people tend to just self-distribute themselves, and I might do that on the next film, I'm not sure, but at the moment I'm locked into a distributor who I know it will reach a large number of potential buyers and users of the film, but then I'll be able to, through their contacts. This is Ronan Films. Ronan is also behind this theatrical season as well, and that's been a bit of an incentive for me to go with them. Don't expect to make much money out of that, but simply it will increase the profile of the film, and I think that's the most important thing. You'll engage a distributor also at that stage of near completion. You can send them the film before it was mixed and online, when you logged it off. And they'd come back to you with possibly an offer. But often there's a bit of a gap between the finishing of the film and the beginning of and the time you sign the contract, the agreement, so that often you can make sales in this. You've got this little window that you can simply exploit the sales and the website, but also you make sure that within the agreement you can still sell DVDs privately to people. You know, a distributor takes usually educational rights. So that you know, any requests coming for the film through your website from institutions locally, you'd refer on to the distributor. But the distributor doesn't cover sales made overseas. So I'm still getting some requests from overseas universities in the film, and I'm sort of dealing with those requests, and the money comes straight back to me.